Good morning. This is lesson number 2 of chemistry for grade 8 and again chapter 1 fundamentals of chemistry. Today the topic is branches of chemistry and it's on page number 5. Before starting the branches of chemistry, let me remind you the definition of chemistry once again. What is chemistry? Chemistry is the study of substances, means matter, especially their structure, properties, transformations and the energy changes occurring in the substances. So chemistry is actually the study of matter. What about matter? About their structure, properties, transformations and the energy changes occurring in the substances. Clear? Or the branch of science that deals with the identification of the substances of which matter is composed, means the composition of matter. The investigation of their properties, means to study about their properties, and the ways in which they interact, means the reactions occurring in between the substances, combine and change, and the use of these processes to form new substances, means the combination of matters and the substances produce new substances. So we actually study the changes and the combinations occurring between matters to form the new substances, and we study about their properties in order to know about their uses. Clear? So this is all about chemistry. Moving towards the next slide, this is about some uses of chemistry. Chemistry is actually all around. It is present everywhere. Everything is made up of chemicals. Many of the changes we observe in the world around, we see that are caused by chemical reactions. Chemistry is very important because it helps us to know the composition, structure and changes of matter. All the matters are made up of chemistry. In our everyday life, various chemicals are being used in various forms. Some of those are being used as food, as medicines, acids, detergents and cosmetics, etc. So when talking about food, the very simplest one, table salt in our kitchen. Medicines, we all know about. All medicines are made up of different chemicals. Acids, vinegar, the very simplest one. The vinegar, the acetic acid, the sauces you are using in homes. Clear? Detergents, soaps, etc. Cosmetics, lipsticks, lip balms, perfumes, all that are made up of different chemicals and we are using them on daily basis. So our life is actually all about chemistry. Clear? Starting with the branches of chemistry, there are 8 branches of chemistry. The first one, physical chemistry, concerned with the relationship between the physical properties of substances along with the chemical changes in them. This picture is a very best example of physical chemistry. The coal is burning here. The solid, hard and black color coal, the physical properties will change. Is it clear? The next one, organic chemistry, study of those compounds which contains carbon and hydrogen, called hydrocarbons and their derivatives. You have already studied about the organic chemistry in grade 7. Clear? So all the compounds containing carbon and hydrogens, means the study about hydrocarbons is the organic chemistry. Clear? The third branch is inorganic chemistry. Inorganic chemistry deals with the study of all elements and compounds except hydrocarbons and their derivatives. So here you have to subtract the hydrocarbons from all other elements and compounds. So the study of all elements and compound comes under the branch of chemistry called inorganic chemistry. Here are some inorganic acids. Hydrochloric acid, see, there is no carbon with hydrogen. Then phosphoric acid, hydrogen, phosphorus, oxygen, no carbon here. Nitric acid, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen. So other than hydrocarbons, all compounds and elements comes under the branch of chemistry called inorganic chemistry. The fourth one, analytical chemistry, deals with the study of qualitative, means type or kind, and quantitative, amount, nature, analysis of matter. So analytical chemistry actually deals with the qualitative and quantitative analysis of matter. Look at this one picture. There are 4 substances in different containers, and all the colors, we are actually observing their colors. So if we are considering their colors, we are actually checking their quality. Clear? But if we consider the amount inside these containers, so then we are talking about the quantity of substance inside. So that will be quantitative analysis. Clear? The fifth one is industrial chemistry. Industrial chemistry deals with the study of techniques and the chemical processes for the preparation of different industrial products, cement, glass, and fertilizers, etc. So industrial chemistry is actually dealing with the chemicals on large scale, their preparation for different uses. Clear? Nuclear chemistry is concerned with the study of nucleus, means nuclear chemistry is all about the study of nucleus, changes occurring in the nucleus, properties of the particles present in the nucleus. Which particles? Protons and neutrons, and the emission or absorption of radiations from the nucleus. So when we are talking about nuclear chemistry, this is actually about the nucleus, the emission and absorptions of radiations due to chemical changes occurring inside the nucleus actually deals with the branch of chemistry known as nuclear chemistry. Clear? Moving towards the next slide. The seventh one, biochemistry, concerned with the study of synthesis, composition, decomposition, and chemical reaction of substances which take place in the living organisms. In this diagram, you can see it very clearly, the synthesis and decomposition of the chemical substances, the biochemicals inside the living organism. In plants, the formation of carbohydrates by the process of photosynthesis is actually the synthesis. Clear? And then the decomposition of glucose taken by living organism by the process of respiration to produce energy. So all these chemical changes and the biochemicals comes under the branch of chemistry called biochemistry. The last one, environmental chemistry, concerned with the interaction of chemical substances, processes with the environment and their impact on it. Means all chemical changes produce some toxic gases and some toxic chemicals which is harmful to the environment, to the living organism. Clear? So the chemicals and their interaction with the environment, their impact on environment comes under the branch of chemistry called the environmental chemistry. I think all these branches are clear to you now. If any problem, you can ask me anytime. Clear? Coming towards your homework, the first question is search more examples of all branches of chemistry other than these. At least 3 examples for each branch. Clear? Second one, read page 3 and 4 to know about the contribution of Muslim scientists in the field of chemistry. Third, who was Jabir bin Hayyan? What were his discoveries? The fourth, discuss all branches of chemistry in detail. You have to write down all the answers of these questions in your notebook. Thank you.